Get down and cover now! Hello, Dean Stranger. What a surprise! Damn it! This is
This game is so good. Around the beginning of the year, I've been revisiting Red Dead Redemption 2 to try some of the content that I completely skimmed over when this game originally released. I binged the hell out of this game in October of 2018 when this game came out, and I was unemployed at the time, so you could imagine how quickly I beat the game when I just jumped from main quest to main quest. It was a week of non-stop gunslinging, chewing lots of virtual tobacco, and taking a fat dookie on Uncle.
Take it easy, I ain't got no Banjo.
I don't think in that time I stopped and saw the intricate details that Rockstar actually put into the day and night cycle of the game. The characters inside of the camp have their own routines, change garments during time of day, and alternate between who takes watch depending on the day of the week and what time it is. A couple routinely things I see happen in the camp is the girls in the morning will gather around the campfire, and Uncle sleeps in until about noon. The nature of Red Dead Redemption 2 compared to 1 is a more realistic approach to what it would have been like to have lived in the Wild West. There's a lot more mechanics focused around capturing what I would call mundane for a video game. Looting is one of the most controversial mechanics that was added in. If you don't know, for one, how could you not go stop watching this, go play this game? When you loot bodies or scalp animals in Red Dead Redemption 2, you go through patting down each individual body that you decide to loot and skin every single animal that you shoot, with no option to skip the animations that play. I love this about Red Dead Redemption 2 because it establishes world building as the main focus of the game. And as a 24-year-old, I think this has become a main thing that I value whenever I consume any kind of media. I'm not trying to be a pro gamer or nothing anymore, man. So since I was wearing a bandana, it won't, and I'm not gonna get caught, it won't contribute to my bounty. Or at least I thought I wasn't gonna get caught. Shit.
There, girl. What just happened?
Honestly, I don't really know what happened. If you were to take a look at the gameplay loop of Red Dead Redemption in general, there's a substantial amount of riding on your steed back and forth between towns and your camp, and riding on horses in missions, and driving carriages, and even more driving horses and carriages. If I didn't make this point clear, there's a lot of downtime between doing stuff. Whenever goofy or interesting things do happen though, it makes all the more impact when things escalate, or sometimes maybe the game isn't functioning as it's supposed to. It's kind of funny when it happens. When I was younger, I actually thought that this was something that Rockstar struggled with. I saw Rockstar padding their game with a lot of filler in GTA and in Red Dead, since you spend so much time traversing between doing something that takes like 5 to 10 minutes. Noticeably, the gunfights take like 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ride my horse for like another half hour. Wish me luck. Even if there is truth in this observation, I see a silver lining in the padding of Red Dead that I'm going to talk about later in this video. I can't necessarily defend GTA. I don't know, just don't scratch the same itch for me, I'm sorry, man. In between crazy things happening though, with that downtime, I occasionally have the opportunity to hop on a Discord call with my girlfriend and show her Red Dead, which is absolutely, totally torture for her. She has a big love for animals, and if you have ever played this game before, as you probably know, not necessarily the most PETA-friendly piece of media. That's all I'm trying to get at. You're not really nice to the animals.
You should do like nicer things.
Let's see if I still got the quality on this bet. That's a fucking frog.
No, don't. No. What are you gonna do with the frog?
I'm gonna stab him.
Are you gonna take it?
Yeah.
Ah. No. Why did you? Oh,
Oh, whoops! I could have took one of
no,
these.
no. Oh my lord. Oh, oh. That like is so bad.
And relax and pray they don't mistake me for lunch. Oh! Good heavens! My bag! That
Oh my
thing is
gosh.
robbing me! Go, good heavens!
Don't
Ah.
worry.
No way. Is that a fox or a?
Here's a coyote.
Oh, are you gonna kill it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got it.
that's the noises, dude.
This is what I call robbery gone wrong, coyote. Here, let me put some in my bag.
No.
He just picks them up with his fucking bare hand.
There's no reason. Why do you need dead rats?
I'm gonna sell them.
To who?
A turtle.
Oh my gosh, you should go over to it.
I mean, I could, but you know what happens if I go over to it? I'm
You would
probably
kill it?
gonna shoot it. Yep.
Why? For what?
So I
What
can
would you
sell
get?
it.
To who? Who wants that?
Yeah, hopefully nothing tries to kill me out here. That would suck.
What would try to kill you?
I don't know, like a shark or something?
In a lake?
But you never know, you know?
No, you do know. Sharks are not in lakes.
You want to go hunting?
My God. But you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
But I keep killing animals. Needlessly. And I don't know. Gotcha. Hellcat. All right, looks like something. Got some ground to cover. Looks a way off. Gotta be close.
Hunting does have a main problem, I think, because when I got into the hunting of Red Dead and learned how the pellet system actually worked, by making a lot of mistakes first. I still haven't really bothered with how I would imagine you actually hunt in this universe, because a lot of the time I would ride around on my horse, just hover my reticle over the animal to see if that bad boy had 3 stars in bottom left or bottom right, one of the two, and then probably use a bow or whatever I thought the animal required to preserve the pelt, and just chase him with the horse until I could just dead time and then just shoot him in the head. The only incentive to legitimately actually hunt is when you have to hunt the legendary animals that are scattered through the map. The legendary animals force you to actually have to climb off your horse, follow trails, tufts of fur, and poo-poo in order to have a chance to sneak up on them and land a shot on them. Poo-poo! Normally in the head with the strongest rifle, because even with the strongest rifle, those things don't die with one shot. You gotta shoot them multiple times. These things are made of titanium, man. I don't know what's going on over there or what they're eating, but man, they got like high protein diet or something. I don't know. We're just drinking their milk. And yeah, no matter what weaponry you use, you can't damage the pelts. So you could totally just throw TNT at them, blow up the animal, and then the pelt would be like in perfect condition. Dude, those freaking animals must be taking like some hair and nail vitamins or something, man. I don't know why their fur is so tough, but anyway. If you're to choose to take the time to roleplay somewhat in this game is wonderful. When I first played Arthur's redemption quest against tuberculosis, as I said at the beginning of the video, I just jumped from main quest to main quest, finishing in about 60-ish hours. Arthur was underweight for sure, and so was my horse, because I never took the time to ever feed them. I didn't eat a single calorie of venison in the span of time I first played the game. And in the span of 60-ish hours while writing this, I'm still at the beginning quarter of the story in the game, trying to complete all the legendary fishing and legendary hunting, which it definitely pads out your game time with all the riding around and gunslinging and waiting for fish to bite your hook and pacing around trying to pick up animal trails. There's actually like a lot to do. So suffice to say that tuberculosis is not taking nearly as quick of a toll once you stay away from the main quests. Who would have thought?
Sorry, mister. My mistake.
Please, no!
Oh, you bastard!
Let women vote! It's time to let women vote!
Stop now! You're about to get a hole in your head.
God damn it.
All your money now.
I'd like to read a quote for you really quick to establish my fishing portion here. Only I have no luck anymore. But who knows? Maybe today. Every day is a new day. It is better to be lucky. But I would rather be exact. Then when luck comes, you are ready. Ernest Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea. A majority of fish that you can catch in this game, you can also catch where I live in Idaho. Fun fact, the only thing I think I haven't seen in the game that I know of is brown trout and cutthroat. Cutthroat being native to the area where I live and being my favorite because it looks sick as hell. It's an S tier fish in my opinion, right above rainbow trout being like A tier, but I digress. I've caught yellow perch and rainbow trout this season of 2024 when I'm fishing, and you can even catch smallmouth and largemouth bass where I live, even pike depending on where you decide to go fishing in my area. Anyway, needless to say, with my huge side tangent, I work full-time at a day job and try to make YouTube videos on the side. Please subscribe. What am I doing? Because of this, I find it hard to find time to bait up and go catch these fish with my own 2 hands, my bare 2 hands. I pull them out of the water. I'm grateful for Red Dead to give me an opportunity to fish while I try and work on these projects, because it doesn't take nearly as much time as going to an actual fishing hole. I just boot up Red Dead and just fish in that and like catch 20 fish in the span of like half an hour. With my luck anyway, I only catch small perch when I go actually fishing. So I think Red Dead is just giving me false hope as a fisherman.
Just can't manage to.
What in the world? Arthur, are you seeing this? The feather's naked as a jaybird.
Is that why you like this spot?
My lord. There's a...
You got a bite. Fish on the line, Arthur.
got you.
You get it? Oh! That's a giant fish.
Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Don't teach a man to fish and you feed yourself. He's a grown man. Fishing's not that hard.
What the fuck? This fish just swam up here and fucking died.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Sucker, great.
In every single video game, I fall in love with the fishing. There doesn't seem to be a single video game ever that forgets to have fishing in it. And some games miss the mark with the fishing mechanics. Red Dead has some of the best fishing though when it comes to a more accurate depiction of reeling in a fish. When you go fishing out in the creek out back here, the best way to reel in a fish is to pull the fish in while you hold the line, then reel it in quickly once you let the pole down. So you pull and then reel, and then you pull and then reel. Just like this. Rinse and repeat those steps and you'll be pulling in any fish ever. The same thing applies in this game too, which I think ends up with me just swinging my mouse around while I hastily just reel the fish in. I have like no sophistication when I do it. There's some like really big fucking fish though that I think would fight back a lot more than they do in the game, but that's just my take. I didn't make the game, and low-key the fish are kind of ugly and scary up close when you actually reel them in, so maybe I'm just projecting, but goddamn, I would not pick this thing up without expecting it to try to jump around and slap me in the face. So I don't make the rules. I just don't want to mess with them, and they're ugly. So when you're catching the fish, as you would expect, there's a lot of sitting around, taking in the ambiance of the water, and waiting. Waiting in a video game. What? I also had this interesting thought while playing that would have made for such a cool dilemma and made the honor system a lot more impactful. When it comes to gaming, games that impede more permanent consequences for your behavior, I personally find to be more interesting in the long run over games that don't do this. When you play through Red Dead 2, you can do a lot of bad stuff, if you know what I'm saying, and most people can get the good ending of this game by just running around and doing chores, greeting as many townsfolk as possible, and grind that before Arthur's tuberculosis begins to worsen. So you can do as much bad stuff as you want. As long as you just go into town and greet people and do all the chores in camp, you're gonna be fine, man. You're still gonna get the good ending.
Ma'am? Sir?
And I say all this because this is exactly what I do. But there was a moment where I was on my way to rob a wagon that I got a tip on when a woman came running out into the road requesting a ride back home. When this happened, I had a thought that entered my mind. What if I take her home and run out of time before I can actually make it to go rob the wagon? So I actually ended up having a dilemma of choice. Do I take the woman home and miss out on an opportunity to make money? Or do I just leave the woman here, be a bad man, to go and rob a wagon and continue to be an even worse man? But then I remembered it was just a Rockstar game, and most things only pretend to be time dependent in their games. So I took the woman back home, and then I rode all the way back to where the wagon was supposed to be, and I ended up just robbing it anyway. A suggestion that I have to Rockstar is to actually make requests and more things time dependent, to add more weight to what you decide to do inside of the game. I could see a counter argument being,
well, Cujo, most people work just like you and don't have the effort to give to try to plan with time management inside of a video game.
okay, put the gun down, put the gun away. I hear you loud and clear, okay? Here's my solution for it. Don't shoot me. So my solution to keep everything accessible is to build a routine based on what day of the week in the game. Let me explain. Maybe on Wednesdays, this particular wagon that I get the tip on to rob, it takes a particular route, but if I end up missing it, I have to wait and plan for the next Wednesday in the next week to rob that wagon. I think it'd actually create a bit more tension on whether I should do high honor acts and sacrifice opportunities to make money, or bite the bullet and be low honor because I didn't want to have to wait for another week to pass by. But maybe I just get like a mod or something. I don't know. Maybe my opinion's terrible. I just want to put it out there. Who cares?
You wanna die today? Don't take this shit. Nah,
This game isn't the most dopaminergic out of anything that you could play, that's for sure, but one thing that Rockstar can nail with every single game they release is nailing the world building. It is so good, it is so pretty, and it feels like a living, breathing world. I love this game. Oh. In terms of silver linings that I talked about earlier, it's a pretty bright one. The conversations that you get from idling, doing nothing but walking around doing chores, or playing games in the camp, even going from one place to another doing a mission on horseback, gives you so much opportunity in terms of both developing and understanding relationships that Dutch's gang has. The arc that the gang takes a journey on leads to a rift being developed once Hosea passes away, which leads to the drama of the gang being quite spicy. This game's story sends me on an emotional roller coaster. I just want to show you my favorite cutscene from Red Dead. I think it summarizes my feelings for the game, and honestly, for Mother Nature, even life, maybe.
I'm dying, sister.
Okay?
Yeah, I got TB. I got it. Beating a man to death for a few bucks. I've lived a bad life, sister.
We've all lived bad lives, Mr. Morgan. We all sin. But I know you.
You don't know me.
Forgive me, but that's the problem. You don't know you.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but whenever we happen to meet, you're always helping people and smiling.
I had a son. He passed away. I had a girl who loved me. I threw that away. My mama died when I was a kid. And my daddy, well, I watched him die. And it weren't soon enough.
My husband died a long time ago. Life is full of pain. But there is also love and beauty.
What am I gonna do now?
Be grateful that for the first time, you see your life clearly.
Sure.
Perhaps you could help somebody. Helping makes you really happy.
But I still don't believe in nothing.
Often, neither do I.
Huh?
But then I meet someone like you, and everything makes sense.
You're too smart for me, sister. I guess I'm afraid.
There is nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Morgan. Take a gamble that love exists and do a loving act.
All aboard? I shall try.
I know you will.
So if you watched to this point, I'm pretty much done here. This was something I did a little bit less typically than what I do. I've been making this while I play through Red Dead, and I am still playing through the game while I work on this. So, like I said, if you watch this point, I really do appreciate it. That's awesome. I might make another video on this, depending on if I want to keep playing the game. I'm sure by the time I'm finished with this, the Elden Ring DLC is going to be out, so maybe I'll play that. I don't know. But thank you for taking the time to watch this. I love you, and goodbye now.
Thank you.